I was going to say one of the interesting things that I did not expect. So, we've had we've had rack installations in the Bay Area. We've got them in Boston, obviously, as like in Ginkgo, and we've actually had a surprising amount of traction in sort of less common biotech spots. So we've sold a system recently to the Midwest. We're talking about some overseas location. I had someone in Brazil come and say, like, wait, does your remote support work over international boundaries? Because we couldn't get a vendor to come down here for anything. But if you guys can solve 95% of problems from afar, maybe we'd actually buy a system of yours. And so I'm excited about this idea that like this sort of unintended consequence of our business model and our approach that might actually sort of open up more, more folks to buying our stuff.
Oh yeah, just having a support like presence at any hour internationally is so important to a lot of clients.
Yeah.
So did the office in Emeryville, is it still that you're still using the same space?
It depends on how you define it. So Zymergen was in 10 buildings in Emeryville, and
Okay.
we were the second largest employer in Emeryville after Pixar.
Okay.
So we're much smaller than that. We're now in one large building, and it's sort of the one that's more appropriate for automation. Like that's the one we kept, and so it's a lot more workshop space and a little bit less lab space. Yeah, like it's nice in the sense that we can, right at the moment we are building a quite large modular anaerobic system for a government lab. And it was nice that we had a little bit of warehouse space that we could kind of take over for commissioning that system, for example. And so we've kept a building that allows us to have that kind of flexibility.
That's great.